morning, everyone. How are you this morning? It is Monday, July the 28th. And I don't know about where you are, but it is hot here today. So hot. It's Debbie Scott here, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brampton, Ontario. And just trying to bring it up on my iPad here, but it's not coming up yet. There we go. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. We had a nice relaxing weekend. Got out on the boat yesterday. Yeah, we had a good time. All right, so I am playing with our paper pumpkin. This is July's paper pumpkin. So I apologize, but paper pumpkin is something that you have to subscribe to ahead of time. So once we kind of get it in our hands, then you have to subscribe for the next month. It's a nice little surprise. A little crafty surprise. You have a basic idea of what it looks like. Stampin' Up! Will give you a sneak peek. So I knew that this one was going to include strawberries, and the sneak peek looked super cute. So I thought I would get it this month. And as I mentioned, it is subscription based. So you subscribe the month ahead for the next month. You can do 1 month, and that is $36.75. You can do 3-month subscription, 6 or 12-month subscription. If you see the sneak peek and you're like, nope, that doesn't look like something I would use, you can put it on hold and you can skip a month. You can always cancel. Yeah, it's easy to get out of if you decide you don't like it. But honestly, they have been super awesome lately, and I've really enjoyed Stampin' Up! Kits. So when you get it, everything's going to be wrapped in tissue paper. I've opened mine already to get started. You're going to get a really nice color instruction sheet, and this one has exact step-by-step instructions of what to put where to make these 4 cards. So this particular kit makes 8 cards. You make 2 each of 4 different designs. A lot of the times it is 9 cards, but this month it is 8. But yeah, you get some really nice colored instructions there. It tells you everything that you need for each card. On the back here, it shows you everything that comes in the kit. It tells you the colors that coordinate with the kit. And it also shows you our add-on die set. So I got it this time. They come out every quarter, every 3 months, with a die set that coordinates with those 3 months. So as you see, this one, you can make either a strawberry or you can make it into an acorn, which is going to coordinate with, not August, I think it's September's kit. I forget what August looked like. So you're going to get dimensionals if you need those. You get glue dots, some tear and tape if you need that. You get a nice little stamp set. Your very first paper pumpkin will come with a little block. I don't have one handy here to show you, but you'll get an acrylic block with your first subscription, and then they don't send you one after that. So this one says, hello friend, life is sweeter with you. You're the best. Love you lots. Oh, and thank you. Pardon me. And then you have your strawberry top, a little flower, and a bigger flower. You're going to get a Stampin' Spot. This month it is Garden Green. And then you get lots of beautiful little die cut pieces. So we have lots of strawberries here. And then we have a little pot to make the 1 card. There's a little pot here. And some label pieces. This one came with some vellum, which is nice because right now Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell plain vellum. So that was kind of nice. We get some more strawberries and some little flowers. We're going to use some of those on our card today. You can get your card bases, and they're scored for you already. You just have to fold those. There's some more little bits and pieces. So as I mentioned, this one makes 8 cards, so you're going to get your 8 card bases. And you're going to get 8 coordinating envelopes. And then you get this little, your artwork. If you want to save your stamp set, you can stick it in a little plastic bag or something, and that goes with it so you can easily see what's in your stamp set. So at first I thought today I would do the 4 cards as is and show you, and then I had a super good idea. I wanted to make, I've never made one of those fence cards. I'm not sure what you call them, but they look like a picket fence. So I thought that would look really good with this image here. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I thought I would show you how I'm going to cut it, because it is a little bit different than just a standard card. You're going to have your paper in portrait, and you're going to cut at 4 1/4. So that gives you 2 long pieces. And then we are going to score at, what are we going to score at? 5 1/2. So our gray blade is our scoring blade. Now before I fold this in half, I'm going to cut again. And I'm going to cut at 4 1/4. So we're going to have a little leftover piece here, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to have just a little bit of top here of the card. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to really crease that down. I don't have my card 100% planned out, but I have it just about already. What I did do was I cut some little pieces for my fence. So first I took my extra little square and I ran it through an embossing folder. I have used the old, this one is retired, it's no longer available, with the planks, and I'm sorry I don't know the name of it because they don't put the name on here and I didn't either. So I'm not sure what the name of it is, but this one has the board planks. I looked on Stampin' Up! Website and there is a birchwood embossing folder that is current that would work nicely, or just use one that you have in your stash that kind of looks like wood. So I ran that through that whole square, and then I cut that into strips. I cut 4 strips that are 1/2 inch wide, and they're going to go like this for our board fence. And then these ones are a little bit longer because you need to be able to adhere them to our flap. So they do need to be a bit longer. These ones in particular are 5 1/4 inch long by 3/4. I just thought they maybe would look a little bit better, a little bit thicker. Really, you can do them whatever width you like. And I think I'm going to adhere them behind this flap. I just kind of thought it looked better. I don't know. I looked it up on Pinterest, and there's lots of different ways. Some people had these in front, and then they had like a peak on the top, like a picket fence. I decided I'm going to just put mine behind. Okay, so then I was like, now what do I do? How do I adhere this? So I'm going to take some of those little glue dots that came in my kit. The glue dots that come in our kits are just a little bit different. They just come on a little plastic sheet here. You just pick them up with your pokey tool or your fingernail, and then just peel off the little circle. If you buy our glue dots separately, they just come in a little roll like that. But since I have these ones, I might as well use them. Okay, so you want your glue on the top of your board pieces. You want to make sure that your board pieces, move up a little bit, flush with the bottom of your card. So I kind of want these even. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it so that it's in the center here and in a bit, just so that they are even distance here and here. And hopefully they're straight. I think they are. I'm just going to put that down. So then I can just put a few more glue dots at the very bottom there to hold my next board on. So I did have some people asking about getting my videos on YouTube. And I did kind of work on that on the weekend a bit, and I think I have it figured out how to do it. I'm not really technically inclined, but oh, you know what? I did that backwards. I want these boards to go behind. Yeah, I had these two boards on the front. This is what happens when I don't plan it ahead. I have to think of, I guess I'll put this one on first. After I get this done, I'll probably figure out an easier way to do it. There we go. These ones aren't going to be reusable, but that's okay. At least they're coming off nicely and not ripping. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, YouTube. So I think I've figured out how to do it, and I'm going to move a couple over this afternoon. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay it here so that I know where to set my glue dots, and then I'll put it back behind. Really, either way would work. You could put these boards on top or behind. And do, let's see, because I do want these to be evenly spaced. So I'm just going to slip these underneath so I can kind of see where I want that other board. That's fairly even. And I think that one is straight too. And flush on both sides. So I'm just going to press that down. I'll do the same with this one. Well, I've got that one over a little far. Oops. Get these little backings everywhere. I cleaned in my craft room on the weekend, and that's pretty much what I vacuumed up, was like dimensional backings and glued up backings. Okay, one more. Okay, that looks cute. So I've punched out my little strawberry vine here. Oh, maybe I'll put it kind of like that. So I'm going to put a dimensional behind each leaf here. So I just want to be mindful not to put this past the bottom. There we go. Now I thought about doing this Hello Friend, because that is in the stamp set that comes with the kit. Hello Friend. I just wasn't sure. The only thing I don't like is that this white paper isn't the same shade as our basic white. So it's just kind of a little thing that bothers me. It probably doesn't bother most people, but I didn't really care for that. So then I thought, well, there is a die cut hello in our die set that coordinates. So I decided to do that instead. And I did it in black, and then I did it in red. And I took a piece of vellum. I thought I'd stick that underneath. This particular piece was a leftover from something else, but you could always just cut a strip off of here and use that, it would work just as well. But I just used this leftover strip, so I could use that on another card. So I'm kind of thinking the red, maybe. Or the black, I don't know. And then I wanted to put some of these little flowers on, kind of like it is on this card. They have 5. I don't know, the black is, it pops better maybe. But then that's the only black I'm going to have on my card, unless I put some black dots. I like these little flowers. They're super cute. Like that. I'm going to put my flowers on, and we'll go from there, see what we think about the black. Can kind of curl these up a little bit to give a little bit more dimension on your page. That looks cute. I will have to adhere my vellum before I put that one on because I'm going to layer it over top. Where did I have that one? Kind of there, I think. I might put a little piece of dimensional underneath there just to make sure that holds in place. Come on. There we go. You don't want it to get caught and ripped, like when it comes out of the envelope or something. I think maybe I do like the black better. Oh, I don't know. Anybody out there? Anybody have any thoughts? Red or black? I think I might do black and then I'll add some black dots. The colors in this kit, by the way, on the back here: Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So I had cut it out in Poppy Parade, but then I think it kind of pops better in the black. I think I'm going to do black. I think I made a decision. And I could have used our adhesive sheets on the back of this before I die cut it, but I didn't. Whoops, I forgot. I was kind of in a rush to see if I liked it or not, get things ready. And I forgot to put the dimensional or the adhesive sheet on the back. Our glue does dry clear, so it's not a huge deal if you're messy like me. I think I'll kind of go on an angle. I guess I didn't need it on the back of my L's. There we go. Now to adhere it to my card, I'm going to put some liquid glue on the back. I think that's pretty much the only way I can do it. I would pop it up, but you'll see the dimensional behind. So I just need it, I want it centered, behind the O. The H. It's kind of hard to see where to put it, to be honest with you. No. But it is really good glue. You don't need a lot for it to stick, which is nice. And then, as I mentioned, it will dry clear. So it won't be like blatantly obvious behind there. Because I got a lot right there. Oh, that's crooked. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this one on. Did anyone else get this paper pumpkin? I used to get paper pumpkin a lot, and then I found that I didn't use them all up, so I took a little break. But then when I saw this strawberry one, and also September's, I was like, yep, I'm gonna have to give it a go again. September's coordinates with a fall sweet that's coming out, and I can't wait to play with it all together. Be nice. Okay, I do like this. Sometimes when I make a card on the fly, it's like nerve-wracking. Am I gonna like it? Now, you may be wondering, where do you put your writing? That's what I always wondered. Where do you write your message? You could do it just carefully behind the leaves, up at the top there. Oh, the other thing I wondered about doing, let me see if I can find it. It came with some labels here. Let me see if I can find them. Little pink one. Oh yeah, right here. A little blue one as well. That must be the pool party. I don't know. Maybe not. That'll be the only pool party on my page. Or on my card, excuse me. I don't think it looks quite right. I don't think I will do that. I could cut a white one and put there, and like, I just thought putting a little "You're the best" or "Love you lots" like they did here. But I think I'm going to leave it like that. I am going to add some black dots. These, As far as I know, these are current. I didn't check right before, but I'm pretty sure they are. Neutral matte dots. I've got a few black ones left here. So that'll tie in the black. One down here, maybe one here. Oh, I like it. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment, say hello. I always check back at the comments and let me know what you think. All right, so thank you so much for watching. And I plan to be back on Wednesday with some sort of layout using this set. I haven't figured out yet what pictures I'm going to use, so I'm going to have to do some digging today and see if I can find something. But thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.